So much to catch up on, and also kind of like getting back on track and everything. First thing I want to talk about is the cleanse, the fast. Yeah, let's review. Ta-da! I have this. Okay. I think some of you guys know what this is. Ooh, look at that. This is it's distilled water, and it is the lemon, honey, and the cayenne pepper. Now mine is really, really red because I like it to be fairly hot, like not overly hot, but hot enough. I like to feel the burn in my belly. The first week that I started juicing, I immediately noticed that inflammation in my body, like inflammation in my skin, like started to go down. And I understood a little bit more about inflammation and how the body swells, especially with my grandmother passing and when she was on hospice care. One of the nurses explained to us about how when the digestive system is either working very, very slow or it's not working at all, when you put food, whether it's a feeding tube or, you know, if you're feeding a body that is not going to digest the food is going to sit there. And then what's going to happen is the body begins to swell. So the thing is, when we don't have regular bowel movements and food just sits there, we may not even notice. But the body will start to do this because those toxins have to go somewhere. And if they're not being released, they're being released into the bloodstream, and it's in your body, and it starts seeping out here and there, and the body starts to swell. I've been working out moderately. You know, I haven't even been going super hard in the gym. With the cleansing, it's just been pretty moderate. So I'm excited about this week because this is what I'm going to be focused on, is doing this water. I'm an anti-aging fanatic, and this is really, really interesting to me. This is from the Bragg's apple cider vinegar book. Potassium keeps you very youthful looking. But this is really interesting. Every 90 days, a new bloodstream, which is the river of life, is built in the body by the foods you eat, the liquids you drink, and the air you breathe. From the bloodstream, the body's cells are made, nourished, and maintained. Every 11 months, we have a new set of billions of miraculous body cells. And every 2 years, we have an entirely new set of bones and hard tissue. So there is no reason to get old because the body is constantly cleansing and renewing its cells to keep your precious human temple healthy for life. The way the media is and the way like magazines and books are, it's like they scare us into thinking that aging has so much to do with, like getting a debilitating disease or becoming frail and fragile and falling down and this and that and everything. And that doesn't have to be the case. One thing I do know for sure, because I inherited the love of sugar, from my Grammy, but I also inherited the love of nutrition and health from my mother. So I choose health over sugar, although I love sweets. And I just have to reroute my thinking when it comes to that and find different alternatives. When I was in high school, I worked in the candy store, and I'm telling you, I ate so much candy. Back in the day, I ate so much candy. That was pretty much my diet. Like, I did not even eat food. I ate candy. Sugar is our enemy. It just is. It can slow down hair growth. It can thin hair. It makes our bones brittle. Very simple. It weakens the immune system. So we just have to find alternatives. So this is interesting. You know, our bloodstream is determined pretty much by what we eat, what we drink, and the air that we breathe. So it's really up to us. It is our choice, and we have to make sure that we're continuing to clean the bloodstream, because if the body cells are made from that, I mean, we all know that our body regenerates itself, and we don't keep the same set of cells our whole life. So if we get new body cells, fresh new body cells, and a set of new bones and heart tissue, that's a very interesting thing. I think that's something really, really interesting to think about. I've enjoyed the juicing and the fast for the most part. You feel really great on the inside. So when you change up, your brain realizes that, oh, this person is not eating food. They've gone from solid food to liquids, and then when you go to the juicing, you're not eating any food, you're just on liquids. And that registers in the brain. So the body begins to do something differently. It begins to react differently. So the taste buds start to react differently too. The cravings change. I actually don't crave the sweets, you know? So the thing is, it's a whole reprogramming of the mind and the system. That's what the juicing and the fasting does. And it just helps to jumpstart the weight loss process. So then when you work out, it is much, much easier to burn the fat off. Flowers. I have finally gotten around to working on the flowers for the dog harness. These are completed. On the back of them, the Velcro will go on here, and then you know, you just attach it to the dog harness. So I'm still in the middle of working on some of these. They're like a 3D. I just did a 2-layer flower, 3D flower. Here's another different pink one, and I just did a few different colors. Really, really cute. I really, really like this pattern. That's cute. So at least I've gotten started on that. There's still a lot to do. This one is one of my favorites. Got some cotton. And here's a crazy one. I mixed, you know, like the little colors. So cute. Tomorrow is my appointment with the temp agency, because of course I had to reschedule. I went to a networking event here in my building that happens every third Sunday. And it was really awesome. This year is also about, I wouldn't say changing circles, because I love my family, I love my friends. I don't need to change that. But it's about expanding your reach. And that's my goal, is to expand my reach by networking in new circles this year. So so that was really great. We had the opportunity to introduce ourselves and to pass out business cards and to chit and chat over coffee and tea and all of those things, which reminds me about a organization that I am so excited about getting involved in, which is called the Time Bank. I am in serious need of a lot of help, and what I found with trying to get like interns and people to help is that the only focus is that they just want to get paid for a task, get paid, and be out. It's always money, money, money. You guys, let me just tell you, everybody on this earth, I mean, if we live in a house, apartment, if we have a job or whatever, everything costs money. But when you have a vision and a plan and an enterprise, actually productivity becomes more important than money. And I really believe that. I know that from experience. So many of us have our own ropes and we're not tying our ropes together. Your own rope can only go so far. And because if you study and if you play your cards right, you would know that there are money people out there. And what I mean about money people, investors, people that are waiting to invest into something. I mean, look at crowdfunding, look at Kickstarter. Someone is behind those computer screens, searching through all of those projects, waiting to give money to something. There's somebody that always wants to make money off someone or off something or from someone's business. There are a lot of people who sell their ideas. There are a lot of people who have ideas for a business and they'll just write out the plan and then they'll sell the idea for that business to someone who will take it and make money, and then they'll sell that business. That's how business works. But I'm excited about the time bank because it is a time credit. You earn time. It's not about money. It's about people reciprocating their services for each other. People are getting music videos done. They're getting headshots done. They're getting little things done as far as someone, feeding their dog while they're at work. So each hour that you spend would be a time credit. And so I have a lot of services to offer, and I have a lot that needs to be done, like computer work. So I believe that the time bank will be a huge solution for me. I've been trying to figure this out forever. And I'm so glad one of my friends told me about it, and I'm like, yes. So look forward to how that goes in the near future. VHSs, okay? I kept the ones that I want to convert into DVDs, my favorite movies. But for the most part, the VHS movies, I'm actually going to go through them, and I'm going to donate the other ones to the library, because the library has VHSs in the pop library, DVDs, VHSs, and all that stuff, music, everything. So I only keep like my school dances, concerts, and all that stuff. And then paper. Okay, so I pulled this stuff out of the secret closet. Yes, I did. Now, most of this is going into the trash. Okay, and then here, 1, 2, 3. Most of this here pretty much is trash. So I'm going to be going through that so that I can organize the papers. And then I'm going to create a new filing system. Haha! Just got a phone call, job interview on Thursday.